There we go. Okay. Welcome to the stream. I was on the wrong scene to start, so that's awkward. Just shut off my OBS a little bit. Excellent. Okay. Let me balance out the audio real quick. There we go. Okay. Let's do this. So yeah, just before stream I was talking about how I played some more Monster Hunter today, and my muscle memory was completely destroyed by Zelda. And it's hilarious. I like fought a fairly easy like Zinogre fight and got absolutely bodied. And I was like, okay, I think I'm warmed up though, and then I destroyed it. The next time I went back, I was like, okay, we're back.
I got ascend.
Gotta ascend through the monster. Wait, no, it's not working.
Oh wait, it is working. Yeah.
Uh-oh. It's okay, we see the insides of the monsters all the time. They're quite hollow. Oh.
So Vinny got to meet David Hayter at too many games.
Really?
Yeah, and Vinny apologized to him because Vinny started the squeeze my hog with doing it in Snake's voice. And apparently people have been going up to David Hayter saying that.
No.
I'm sorry that David Hayter was like, oh, you are.
So sorry, David Hayter.
Yeah, but no, he decided to film a video. David Hayter's like, oh, we should take a picture together. And he's like, you know what? No, we'll make a video. So they made a video together where David Hayter said, "Squeeze my hand." And then apparently he kept on saying that he got like drunk and was just kind of just chatting with a bunch of different like people who were there in a small room, and it randomly just calls out Vinny. Squeeze my hand. It was pretty funny.
Oh, that's awesome.
But the top comment on the video Vinny talked about was like, "May David Hayter never find out about the diaper teeth meeting."
Colonel.
But I do always appreciate celebrities that are really good with fans.
Yeah.
Like, David Hayter's always had really good rep with that. So.
Oh yeah. He's got some good street cred.
Charles Martinet has a reputation for just showing up to events he wasn't invited to because he's just like surprising people.
Oh, that's funny.
Well, events that like Nintendo is holding that they didn't invite him to, but he just shows up anyway.
Right.
People he seems to enjoy making people happy with it. So, doing voices.
What the heck?
Did you hear that a lot of people thought that he's replaced for Super Mario Wonder?
Oh. Is that true?
I strongly don't think so. They're
That
just
would
thinking
be
that the
surprising.
voices sounded different. The voice lines, and I was thinking, not really, and what most people's assumptions are who like looked into it is it's just because a lot of people are used to a lot of the voice lines that have been reused
Yeah, that's
for
true.
a decade and a half. And because there's some new voice lines here, just Charles Martinet sounds a little different, he's a little older. Because I think the reason it just sounds like him is because it sounds like his voice work he did for like games like Luigi's Mansion 3 where he did new voice work, and he does a lot of like little new voice lines for like Mario Kart Tour, so I hear that all the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you compare it to the old voice lines, it's like slightly different cadence. Like it's very slight though. But it's like yeah, it's just it happens. You get older, it just changes slightly, but it's not like that different.
Just enough of a change for people to think that he got
Yeah,
replaced.
because it wasn't. It's just because you know a lot of people are used to lines that were in like almost a decade and a half ago
Yeah.
that were reused over and over again. Actually, maybe a decade and a half ago was about right. Because they like use a lot of the same stuff in Mario Kart and sports games. And you do some unique lines here and there. And again, like stuff like Luigi's Mansion, you have to do unique lines.
Yeah.
But yeah, but
Oh, dang it.
there's certain audio quality I think that also plays a role with the other one. It just sounds a bit different. It doesn't sound like bad, but or like oh that the audio quality sounds good. It's just like oh it's just a little different. Probably just different times.
Yeah. That was a tough
So,
round.
I mean, I guess it could come out like, oh no, there's someone else doing the voice. But yeah, I really don't think so.
It would be surprising.
Also, he says "wowie zowie," which he also said as Luigi in Luigi's Mansion 3, which I think is just his new go-to.
Heck yeah. Wowie zowie. It's a good voice line.
Oh no, I watched Vinny's reaction to the direct.
Yeah.
Yeah, now it's a little soiled because the first comment someone had to Vinny that Vinny read out was, "Haha, wouldn't it be funny to see Peach get that power up and inflate into an elephant? Haha, wouldn't that be funny?" And I'm just like, oh no.
Gosh.
Ruin it.
Oh no.
Vinny's like, I'm gonna ban you.
Oh gosh.
It reminded me there's a infamous, I guess it's kind of a copy pasta now, but it's based on the original post about, I don't know if it was Reddit or 4chan or somewhere, that someone at one time posted about how wouldn't it be funny to smell Yoshi's smelly eggs or something like that. I just thought it'd be really funny or something like that. Someone was just really obsessed with that. And they were really into it. Like Yoshi's smelly eggs. And they'd always put haha like that. Like,
Well, at least there's a high probability that they're memeing. If not, I'm scared. Scared for Yoshi.
Well, the thing is, when people meme about it, that's usually what they reference. It's like the key thing to that's what worries me. The Yoshi snowy egg quotes. I don't know verbatim how it went. But, yeah.
That is a sign of a very unhealthy brain. Gosh.
I just
dang.
never assumed that Yoshi's egg would give
Smell.
off an odor.
Yeah.
I don't like to assume they would.
Yeah. We're gonna shift gears. This topic's making me uncomfortable. I've been watching Germa compilations recently. Got to catch up with all the lore. There's a lot of Germa content.
Have you have you seen the video of him playing Resident Evil 4 Remake and doing the little puzzle? It's like a slide puzzle.
No, I haven't seen that.
Okay. Because Vinny, there's a clip of Vinny doing the slide puzzle, and he does it just real quick. Just like boom, 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 boom. It's really easy.
Yeah.
And people are like, that took Germa like 20 minutes, and someone's like, literally hours. It's like, what? And then the video like goes to Germa doing it, and I don't know how long it was. It probably was like 25 minutes or something. Give it a little longer because it speeds it up.
Yeah.
Germa's just struggling with this puzzle. And he had to have the chat walk him through it.
Oh my gosh. That's amazing.
That's the good one.
So you're saying there's a chance. We're a little far behind, but
Yeah.
maybe a pretty small chance, but
Have you ever seen the Rat movies?
the what?
The Rat movies
Like what? What do you mean?
that Germa made.
Oh no.
I mean, you've seen the rats, we are the rats
Yes.
song. Maybe that's what it's from.
Oh. Interesting.
He made a movie. I think it's like Windows Movie Maker, or not Windows Movie Maker. It's what's the movie maker? It's like a really old 3D movie. Is it Maya or no? Maybe not Maya. It was a very old 3D animation software.
Oh.
That
Maya is a 3D animation software. I don't know how old it is, but
yeah, I'm not sure if it was Maya though, because Maya might be better than what this one was. I'd have to like look exactly what one this was. But he made some movies in it, probably way after that was a relevant tool.
yeah.
Like, and yeah, he made Rat movies 1 and 2. I ran out of ink.
Well, GG.
I probably should switch to the other brush. Because this brush not good for running.
I was gonna say if we if we get tired of Splatoon, do you want to switch over to Monster Hunter and struggle?
I worry about deprogramming.
Yeah, no, I understand. A whole new complicated control scheme. A whole old complicated control scheme, I should say. I did pretty well.
Yeah, I need that.
Yeah, my wife and I played through Pikmin 3.
Oh yeah, I saw you got it on Twitch.
Yeah. I figured, I was like, oh, I got it for free that one time, so I'm not technically buying the game twice. So. It was fun. It was a lot shorter than I expected. AKA, I was really, really close to the end when I quit the first time. Although we didn't go hunt down all the fruits and everything, we just
Yeah.
kind of blazed through it. So we'll eventually go back. And
Yeah, 2's the longest, but that's because it's really padded out with the caves.
oh yeah,
And then 1 is extremely short, but very replayable. I mean, 3 is also really replayable. But I love the challenge mode in 3, just getting, you know, the medals.
oh yeah. Haven't done that just yet.
Yeah, there's some previews for 4, and they're doing a lot of things I've been wanting them to do. And it seems like the caves are more like they're not like the big, just long, multi-layered, randomly generated vlogs, which they were in 2. Like, they were fun in 2, but there's just so many of them, and that was most of the game. So it just really felt like it was. Yeah, it was just
Extremely
really
padded out.
I mean, yeah, you're spending so much time in the cave, and it was less interesting than the stuff above ground. And it was really hard, which helped keep the caves pretty interesting. That it was extremely difficult, but it seems like it's more puzzle focused in this game, where it's like
Well, that's
simple
good.
challenge, these little puzzle caves. Someone compared them like Zelda shrines.
Ah, I see.
The
Yeah.
caves being back in 4. So I'm less worried about that. The only other thing is the only thing I'm disappointed with so far is it seems like it's only one captain role, which
Oh.
I liked in 2 and 3 that you had multiple captains because you have to multitask and.
Yeah, it lends to much more complicated puzzles and stuff.
Yeah. And also for like the challenge mode in 3, you have to be like you have to divide your Pokemon, your Pikmin up into groups, into like the right groups, and know where you're going to send your captains. You have to use like the pad or the map. I guess in the Switch version, you just pull up the map and do it. Send your captains to where they need to be and be able to jump between them and just time everything.
Yeah.
Well, if you're just doing it single player,
I think that's one big struggle
you,
with being on the Switch is that you don't have the gamepad. Also, like I just the Wii pointer controls.
the Wii pointer controls were the optimal way. Like,
Oh yeah, it's so much easier.
Like I played the demo for 3 and I got used to the gyro, and it's like, okay, this is like 80% as good.
Yeah, we didn't even use the gyro.
Oh.
Should have switched to the gyro. Didn't realize it was an
Yeah,
option.
the gyro is very helpful. It just takes some getting used to, but it's it's not as good as the pointer.
Of course.
Yeah, the demo's supposed to be out today for 4, but it's still not out yet. So it seems like it's one of those demos that drops late.
There we go. Now we're getting some real points up on the board.
But yeah, seems like going back to Pikmin 1, which have one captain. The control.
Yeah, I wonder how they're gonna mix up the puzzles and stuff to balance that out to make it feel as interesting.
It seems like they're just doing a lot of stuff with like Ochi and the different types of Pikmin in this game. Because you have like all of them in this game. Because in 3, you didn't have. They got rid of purple and white, with the exception of in the challenge mode. You get purple and white.
Oh, you do?
Yep. But in 4, they're all there.
Including like rock and flying, or?
Yep. Rock and Flying are there, which I was surprised. I thought they were gone.
Huh.
Then you got the Glow and Ice, but they're more specialty Pikmin. Because the Glowing seems like they're only available during the nighttime stages, and then Ice are interesting that your Pikmin can transform into them when they get attacked by a certain ice attack.
Oh.
That's weird. I don't
That's
know
strange.
100% how that works. If you can, that's how you farm them, or you have to do that every time you need them. Like a power up. I don't know.
Yeah, that does seem strange.
Yeah. Also, Olimar might be dead.
Finally.
Okay, so remember that weird little plant thing that you have to do the
Yes.
Android battles with? That's Olimar.
Oh.
It's his suit, it's his design, he's just all red and spiky. Which it parallels his in Pikmin 1 when you failed.
You turn it into Pikmin
Like
thing.
yeah, because you fall out of the sky because you have enough parts and your Pikmin carry you back to the end and you go up and he goes down and he sprouts a little Pikmin thing. So people are wondering because people spotted the dolphin which he lost after one.
Yeah.
They're like, wait, why is the dolphin back? And so people are thinking, is this an alternative timeline where you lost like Zelda? When we turn into a Pikmin?
Oh, so Pikmin 4 is like in place of Pikmin 2, sort of parallel.
I mean, it seems like it's taking a lot of cues from 2. I personally, I love the theory. I personally think no. I'll explain, but okay, there's another thing that adds to the theory is that they put on the website that, oh, they got a distress call from someone who crashed there, and they weren't able to get there for a whole month, which is like on the original game, you had 30 days. Oops. Before he ran out of his
seems to lend to it.
air supply.
Oh shoot.
I was going to say oxygen, but no, it's the opposite because oxygen's poisonous to him. It's oxygen that's on the planet. So
Ah, yes.
yeah. So I think it still takes place after 3 because there is a thing in 3 where Olimar says that I think it might be in the deluxe one in the Olimar missions, which I haven't played, but people were saying that Olimar specifically mentions he wants to buy back the dolphin, the original one. So yeah, this might take place after 3, and he just might be I don't know, perhaps a Pikmin parasite.
Something.
Actually, there is a Pikmin parasite that's canon. So there's a design doc. Well, actually, I should say the one that's canon is the Boldmen. The Boldmen are the Bulbarbs in 2 that have the Pikmin sprouts.
Oh yeah.
I actually didn't know this, but I watched some lore videos of Pikmin, and in the descriptions for them, it mentions that the reason they're like that is because they have a parasitic Pikmin in them that control them. So it's like, oh, there's a parasitic Pikmin. And then there was the old design doc that the Nintendo showed off in 2014 of all these other Pikmin types that they had ideas for.
Oh yeah.
And some of them are being used in this one. They have the Glowmin, or the Glow Pikmin, and they had one that was similar to Ochi. It was more full board thing, but you could ride them across rivers or water. And I'm like, oh, they're kind of going back to this design doc. They also had a green one that was like long and lanky, and it was described as a parasitic Pikmin.
Oh.
So I'm like, what if that's what's in Olimar?
Could get fairly dark.
Yeah. He'd probably be fine after everything.
Oh yeah, I mean they wouldn't just like end him.
It'd be pretty funny though.
It would be.
I'd be like, they could have taken Louie or Alf though.
Yeah.
But I guess Olimar's better than some of the other characters. I'd be mad. It's not like the other characters better.
Oh, so close.
So in the
No.
oh no, it was up there. It retracted away. It recoiled from my football.
Oh, hey Sid, how's it going? Sorry, I haven't looked over at chat for a minute. Man, that was unfortunate timing on the football. So close. Oh no. Oh shoot, I can't get up there in time. Crap. No. It's going okay. Well, yeah, it's going pretty okay for us too. Shoot. No. We were so close. Yeah, I actually thought that there was going to be a challenge mode on tonight, but it turns out it was extremely early yesterday morning or something. I don't know. The time slot I was looking at was wrong.
And it ended sometime earlier.
Yeah. So we whiffed it.
7. I don't know what the time zone is. It could have been.
Yeah, it was like 10 o'clock UTC was... which I actually don't know what time zone that is, to be honest. But yeah, they're not exactly great at telling you when the times are. You kind of have to look around online.
Yeah.
To figure it out. It would be nice if they just like had a board somewhere where you just look at it. It's like, this is the next challenge time slot, but no. You just have to know.
Nice if you use your Switch's notification system for that, and it would tell you, hey, you signed up for that. Be like, this is when the challenge modes are up. When you open up Switch, instead of seeing stuff you don't care about.
That's crazy, Jacob. I want to have like the weird Nintendo pop-ups that mean nothing.
I want to get ads about Horace, the empty horse.
I haven't gotten that one.
No, I haven't. I'm just assuming that will happen.
It's only a matter of time.
I watched the previews for everybody's going to Switch. Yeah, musical chairs is wild. I just wasn't sure if that's one I was making up.
Wait, have we gotten the other map, or am I?
What is the other map? Is it the bridge or no? It's the monkey part. Because I think it's a no.
Why have we been trapped in this purgatory?
Of Wahoo World.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna be leaving the purgatory too. I can guarantee.
I was about to throw a football and I got disconnected.
Yep. I saw that someone had dropped. That's why I said that.
Ah, I see. I didn't catch up fast enough. Oh, really funny today. I've come up with a few different little projects I wanted to do to maybe make videos out of. And one of them involved printing out some parts for the Pro controller. the Switch Pro controller, and I was like, oh, this would be kind of fun. Well, I got a 3D scan at first, so I got like a 3D scanning app on my phone that uses LiDAR, and it was terrible. I'm like, okay, well, can't really use that. And I actually looked this up months ago. I tried to find a good 3D model of all the parts for the Pro controller, and I couldn't find them anywhere. But then I looked today, and somebody somehow has like pretty much the exact models for each part of the Pro controller, and I'm like, sick. This is so nice. So now I might use that. I kind of want to just print out a different faceplate for my Pro controller. It might be fun. And put in some octagonal gates. Although I would like to make them interchangeable, but that's just adds a lot of difficulty to designing it. Oh shoot. No, I didn't think he was there. But yeah, some games I would really like octagonal gates.
Enlighten me exactly what are octagonal gates.
Oh, it's like the GameCube controller stick slots.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's what I imagined in my head. But
Yeah. So you can get all of the 8
yeah,
directions.
Like, rounded.
Yeah. Uh-oh. There's lag. There's lag. I was facing down the Sploonin and he stopped shooting ink, and I'm like, well, I'm about to die probably.
Illuminate Digital Pictures was the software Germany.
Oh.
And Illuminate spelled with the letter 8. I mean, the number 8. The letter 8.
Oh, I see.
So,
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
yeah.
Shoot.
Oh, he is. The Splooshmatic the Wyland.
Yeah, it's scary to be around him because you could be dead already, you just don't know it. Oh my womo. Shinderu.
I think he's dropped.
Oh, yep. He is gone. Oh, I ran out of ink at a good time. Here. Oh, come back. Oh, you got it.
We're good.
Well, the only way we're getting a win on this map, I guess, is with the dropout. Here we go.
Nice. I got a little climb in there before the football. It didn't matter, but
Heck
I
yeah.
don't like it.
Do you think you'll print more ergonomic grips for 8-bit Do controller? That's kind of where this this study into 3D scanning was going. But I'm not certain. I need to gain the expertise necessary to actually design new grips for it. because I'm gonna have to remodel the entire shell to make it more ergonomic, and that getting it to fit all the components inside is going to be very difficult. But we'll see. That's the eventual goal for this little side project. Also, one of the things that I knew would probably be a problem with it is, I mean, it's a problem with any third-party controller when you're playing on the Switch, but any game that uses HD Rumble, you get absolutely screwed in. So, like, my wife was playing with the 8BitDo controller while we were playing Pikmin, and anytime she was near the ship, it was just vibrating at like max. And just constant. She had to get away from the ship to get it to stop. I was like, yeah. Apparently they have some really subtle vibrations when you're around the ship. I couldn't tell. Yeah, I had that issue with my knockoff Pro controller as well, but I assumed it was just for the knockoffs, but apparently all third-party controllers have issues with certain games. The vibrations get a little too wild.
Yeah, I remember the game Snake Pass. I feel like it's just been kind of forgotten.
Oh yeah.
Cool early Switch game. They had an update where HD Rumble would freak out and just start vibrating nonstop.
Oh.
And it was set like way too high, so they fixed it eventually. But yeah.
Oh, Snake Pass. Oh yeah, the other map is Mako Mart, and we haven't had it.
Yep.
How many freaking times have we played?
It's been 6.
Oh my word. 6 rounds.
It's been Wahoo World all the way down.
All
the way down.
It just keeps going. It is purgatory. We're stuck here.
Man, Mako Mart is such a good stage too.
Yeah, so it's either on or off. Well, for some reason, because I think they do have some variability in most controllers. The Rumble has some variability, but it's like on, off, or like 2 or 3 middle options. But the problem is if the game is programmed for HD Rumble, that it has weird interactions with the regular Rumble motors.
Who knows what's going to happen?
Yep. It's a surprise every time.
Like, what's going to happen during the Kirby games when it's supposed to be playing a song?
Oh yeah. What would happen if you could use a third-party controller instead of a Joy-Con for Mario Party, and then it plays a little song? I can't believe I got all 7 clams in. I was getting shot the whole time. I'm like, I'm only getting 1 in here. I'm like, oh well, I guess they're letting me live.
I'm surprised they all went after me when I went up the ramp.
They were scared of you.
Because I didn't have any clams though. So.
Maybe they thought that you had a lot, or people were gonna jump to you or something. I don't know.
I mean, I was hoping I could kill them, but I distracted them.
It was enough time to get 7 whole clams in, so thank you.
If one of them went after me, it probably would have been the same result of me dying. So.
Yeah.
that was their problem.
It was nice that they all came. Nice.
Oh, nice.
Clap back, Bowser.
Go, Bowser.
Okay, got 2 in. I really want to like Wahoo World because it's one of the few stages that has moving components. But man, can't stand this map.
I don't dislike it as much as other people do, but
I'm not a fan. I like. I was okay with it when it was brand new in Splatoon 2. I was like, oh, this is fun. It's different. It's unique. But as time went on, I was like, I'd rather get whatever other map is in rotation generally. And then in this one, it got better, but then, well, I thought it got better, but for some reason it feels worse because it's almost like, since it's smaller, it's faster paced, and you can gain control of sections of it a lot easier, or it's really hard to get control back from certain sections. It feels like one of those maps where like people can, like, one team will just cascade to victory. But
that's true.
this one's been fairly balanced this round. Oh, he's going up. Got killed by Steve of all people. Steve's out here ruining Smash Bros. And Splatoon. Have you heard the debacles with the competitive Smash scene trying to decide if Steve should be banned? I think he is in some tournaments.
I've heard a little.
It's really funny because I think they're I don't think it's wrong to ban him, but at the same time I'm like, it feels weird to do that as well, having him be the one exception, because I feel like there are other characters that have broken elements. Steve just has the most broken elements.
Magama.
Extremely fast tilts that you can chain into each other. Like when a primary strategy is just holding up and A and then walking towards people, and you get rewarded for it. It's a little bit funky.
That feels like such just a crazy man's post that you'd see like years ago. Someone says, "Year's 2023. Minecraft Steve is banned from Smash Brothers for being too OP." Like you get that back in like 2016 or something. It's like, yeah, that's funny, but that's the easiest thing.
Yeah, you never would have expected. Hey, Sleepy. Guess what? I thought that the challenge window was tonight, but it turns out it was yesterday at weird hours. I don't know. I was looking at a forum online that had the post, and it had everything in UTC time, and I thought I converted it correctly, but I did not. So here we are. No foggy challenge today.
And we're still on this map.
Yeah.
Rounds.
The pure torture.
Random is not random.
Wait, is this the 10th round?
I think it's 8 or 9.
Okay, yeah, we've played 8 or 9 rounds, and we haven't gotten Mako Mart, which is the other map in rotation. We've only gotten Wahoo World.
It's been removed.
Doesn't.
And told anyone.
They're like, shoot, we put that back in rotation after we removed it. Well,
I'll no one notice. They'll be.
everybody loves Wahoo World.
So much fun.
Everybody loves Wahoo World. They won't miss Mako Mart. It's fine. Oh, come on. Oh, good. Okay, I think all of them on our side of the map are dead. Thank goodness. Oh shoot. No! Not the super scope. Or S blast, yes. How did he survive that? He ate so many shots. He must have been on the verge. On the precipice of death. Much like I am right now. Playing this map so much. Okay. Cleared him out, but this is dicey. Here. Maybe that was too early. I apologize if it was.
Okay. Going in.
Heck yeah. Nice.
Oh, they're right at her. Just waiting.
Dang it.
Yeah, I couldn't get there in time.
I would have tried to push through them and get one clam in if I'd known a little bit sooner. But I think I would have gotten killed before that anyway. There were too many of them. Oh yeah, we started watching Andor.
Oh, yeah.
I just figured
I heard that's the best of the...
possibly the only good.
And also the one that no one watched because it came after a string of a lot of bad.
Yeah. You gotta stay awake anyway, Sleepy. What's going on? That's not like you. Yeah, we'll make sure to get you in after this match, and hopefully that will break our string of Wahoo World runs. That's what people mean when they say they've got the runs, is they're getting Wahoo World. And only Wahoo World.
I wouldn't mind if they took another crack at a theme park base stage.
Oh yeah, I agree.
You got like 3 different art museum based ones or adjacent.
Yeah.
We have like the Art Academy, we have the Literal Art Museum, we have the other museum that was in.
There are a lot. Okay.
The shell indoors, bro.
I see. So you're stuck staying up late. That's tough. But hey, at least we get you for a few rounds then. Okay. So we will back out. A water park stage?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
I still think a go-kart course would be really cool. Or a racetrack.
That would be cool.
Have little stacks of tires.
Okay, stop. Okay, it is open. They're currently at 1577. That's not great. We did lose a lot of matches. Oh, it's so sad today. My wife took the pupper in to get her nails trimmed, and they cut 3 of her quicks. It was so sad. She recovered quick though. Yeah, I trusted the vet. No, they've lost a little bit of my trust. Yes, poor pupper. She was very sad. Oh. 1v1 across the gap against a Splatling somehow worked out.
Our streak hasn't ended though.
Yeah, that is a little ridiculous.
The more you fight it, the more Wazoo Warhol persists.
Nice. Sleepy. Sorry, maybe throwing that to you wasn't the best idea. I may have got you killed. No, the football. So close. Okay, so we're gonna... Oh, no! Okay, that Splatling is really messing me up. Okay, I'm gonna try to get into a good jumping position. Just gotta break through. I'm in a good spot to jump to.
Okay. I did not touch the phone.
Nice.
Ah,
Good job, good job.
we got plants.
Oh, almost got both of them. That is a great spot to camp out if you can stay alive.
I can't put it in. I have my special ability.
Okay, if you want to get away and then jump to me, I'll be in a good spot.
Good enough.
Until there was a Splatling.
It was good enough, I say.
Good job making it work in spite of the odds. I was like, oh, I'm a perfect jumping
Never
spot.
told me
All of a sudden, the ballpoint Splatling respawns and jumps right down. I'm like, okay, well, not anymore. But Nice. Freaking ballpoint. Nice. Oh, dang. All of us are back here defending. And you're just up there. Racking up the points.
Oh.
Okay. At least it was a trade.
Done.
Oh, baby.
Nice.
Nice. Good job. Good job. That was a really good round.
That was a good round.
Wow, I got the 3 best medals. Overall splatter, enemy splatter, and splat sister.
Oh man.
I guess I was racking up all the ink.
Pretty solid, alright. All the way.
Wait, what?
It's pretty solid all the way around. All the way around. All the way around. I lost one.
3 more levels left to max out your catalog. Really? Already? I say already, but it's like the end of the month.
I got 40.
I haven't played nearly enough this month. Apparently.
I'm keeping pace. It's still Walking World.
Yeah. Yeah, this is like 11 or 12 now, right?
It's past 10, I'm pretty sure.
No, it's 9:15. I'm sorry. I don't know. Oh, come on. Hey, thank you for saving me from that guy.
You're welcome. That was my dead squid voice.
Your what voice?
My dead squid voice.
Dead squid voice.
Felt something. I had to explain myself.
Thank you for explaining yourself. I was a little confused. Oh, crap. Thankfully, Sleepy's got the guy with the football on lock. Can't be giving him any room to breathe. Much like... It's too soon. Never mind.
I can think of a number of things.
Wow.
Great.
Yeah, just pick one and use that as your headcanon for what I was going to say. Either way, it was going to be terrible.
Yeah. I feel like that joke would just imploded on you.
Yeah, that's where I was going with it. Gosh.
Wasn't actually my first thought, but it's the one I came around on saying. That smells like it.
Yep. I talked about this the other day on stream, but I've had too many close calls with getting almost run off the road recently, and it's getting very annoying.
Yes.
I've had like in the last 3 weeks, I think I've had 3, maybe 4 separate events where somebody, like, I was in the left lane next to them and they just started coming over. They didn't check their blind spot at all. And it's getting very, very annoying. My heart can't take much more of it. I had the craziest adrenaline rush on the last one that I had because they came over and they weren't slowing down at all. It was I had to swerve into the emergency lane, and my car's tires squealed like so loud, which was good because it made them aware of how stupid they were being. I have a really hard time using my horn to be like, hey, you're an idiot. So I generally don't touch it.
Oh, that's what people were trying to tell me.
See, the problem is that whenever I hear a horn, like I get almost angry. I've never had somebody honk at me directly, but when they're around and I'm like, what the heck? And like, what do you want me to do? You know, I'm just here. Why are you honking at me? Even though they weren't.
I'm driving here.
Yeah, exactly.
Start turning.
New Yorker. My favorite race. Yeah. New Yorkin. Yeah, I hate hearing a horn too. That's why I never use it. I don't know. I've had close calls and I still haven't used my horn, and I'm just like, I should have used it there. But I always think of it after the fact, and I'm like, yeah. Yeah. Whenever I hear a horn, I usually think that the person honking the horn is the jerk and not the person who offended them. So, yeah, which is, it's not a mentality I should have. There's a reason a horn's built into a car, but actually, it may have started when I was driving early on. I have this vague recollection of somebody cut me off and then honked at me. I think that's why I have this association in my brain. Also hate when people give the bird. Yeah, it's so, I don't know. It's ridiculous. For most of the times I almost got run off the road, I was just like, man, maybe, you know, they're just in a big hurry somewhere. I try to give the benefit of the doubt, and you know, they're just inattentive because they're like on the way to the hospital or something. I really really try to give them the benefit of the doubt. But the last one, holy cow. I was irate. Well, not so much irate. I could feel the adrenaline kicking in, and it made me feel very weird. Yeah, thankfully nothing bad happened. That would have been.
It happened. It does exist.
It's true, all of it.
They do shop in bulk. I'm proud of that. Which is why I say that all. It's like, I'm proud of that one. I guess I'm more embarrassed that I'm proud of it.
Yeah, you did say it very, very embarrassed like. Yeah, good thing I'm paying attention at least. Yeah, that is one nice thing is every time one of these things happens, it just reminds me that I'm a very aware driver, which I'm glad to be. You know, makes me feel a little good about my driving, but it also makes me feel very cynical about everybody else's driving. Shoot. Yeah. Yep. I knew I was gonna die there. I was getting absolutely shot at like crazy. I had 2 specials on me. I'd like to be a less cynical person, but man, humanity just, they're not giving me any reason to be.
Yeah, you mentioned how you give them benefit of the doubt. I don't think I ever do that.
Yeah, I mean,
Have that in me in situations like that.
yeah, I was shocked that I was able to do it the first 2 times. The third time I was just like, oh, they're being dumb, but it's fine. And then the 4th time I was like, okay, I hate people. Can't stand people driving. Also, it makes me think about how insane it is that it's okay to just be licensed to drive. Like, so many people are licensed to drive that definitely shouldn't be. In fact, I think most people should not be allowed to have a license. Because holy crap, I mean, I don't know. I think that driving a car, getting a license for driving a car should be almost as complicated and long as the process of getting a pilot's license.
I've brought up about my qualms with elderly people having driver's license and not having to retest after a certain age.
Yeah, I think drivers, yeah, it's like having a gun. I think there should be retests for everything. Like, retests for driver's licenses, like you should have to retest, do like a road test every 10 years at least, like bare minimum. But no, it's just like, oh, go renew your license. They might check your vision. You can guess the letters, it's fine.
Yeah, first the DMV probably needs a whole redo in its image.
Yeah.
And they probably, give them more of a purpose. Got to go every...
Yeah, that's the thing with gun ownership too, is like, I think background checking, like, keeping track of everybody that has a gun, and it's like, oh, they have a new criminal history, basically, recheck them, revoke their license accordingly, like, I don't know. It just seems, I mean, cars are giant deadly machines, similar to guns. The only difference is, generally the person behind the wheel is also in the threat of dying if they're putting somebody else in a position of dying. So I think it makes people a little more cautious with cars than with guns. But
did you see that video Moist Critical did a few weeks ago about the YouTube couple that was scamming, doing a bunch of fraud?
Oh yeah.
Car crashes.
Yeah.
That made me angry.
God, it just makes your blood boil.
Car crashes and then blaming the other person and just knowing how they get away with it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay.
It's messed up. It's messed up, and the fact that they were just monetizing it.
Recognizes me from Facebook. He purposely, like, oh no.
Got it. Restack that overtime timer. Hang in there, sleepy. Uh-oh. Well,
Yeah,
you know what? We may have lost, but at least we got this map.
Yeah.
Dang, that was close.
But yeah, I feel like elderly people don't get their licenses revoked until it's way
Too late.
too late,
Yeah.
and it happens pretty frequently. I
Yeah, it's true. Oh, Sleepy. Wahoo World Curse has been lifted. You can't be saying that too soon. We're still in the rotation. Sure, the streak's been broken.
Else rotates
What?
the middle of Wahoo World.
Oh, yes. I was
getting it.
double
What's
change.
next deeper to that statement?
But no, I agree. Usually licenses get revoked but like after it's too late, where they get in a crazy accident or run somebody off the road and get somebody hurt or killed, and then it's like, okay, now you lose your license. It's like this should have been done a long time ago.
Crash through through someone's mailbox and then through their house.
Yeah.
That's what Grandma did. Yeah, that was like.
Also, I feel like there should be more strict rules on people getting licenses, because I feel like I may have talked about this before on stream, but you know, I'm not against calling out my driver's ed instructor who was a creep. He would give any girl that dressed very sluttily a pass, like no matter what they did in the road test. It was very creepy. All these underage girls, like, oh yeah, you just have to dress very skankily, and then he'll pass you. Like, what? And it was just known. It was common knowledge. I was in the road test, and there was a girl in the front seat. She was driving, and she was doing her road test, and she had a pretty skimpy clothes. Driver instructor did not mind, clearly. And yeah, she ran a red. She went 35 in a school zone when the lights were flashing. She rolled through a stop sign and went turning right. All of which are failing offenses. All three should have failed her, and she passed with 82 on the test. And I was like, I hate this. I hate this so much.
It reminds me of history teacher I had, although it wasn't like there wasn't the whole dressing angle. It was just that if you were female, he was very easy on you, and if you weren't someone he liked, too bad.
Yeah.
I think I've gone into that before, where he was like, "Oh, there's no such thing as a passing grade.
Oh yeah.
There's no such thing as
that's
an A."
An A, yeah.
Like A plus or whatever. It's in order to get that score, you have to do extra credit, basically.
That's messed up.
And then one time when I did do extra credit, he's like basically he wrote that I did too much in dock points because I went overboard with doing so. And it's just like it was impossible to get anything better than like a B.
Ugh. I hate that. I had
Unless you were certain people in the class, and it was no, you're getting perfect scores, and it was like very well known because they announced scores and display people's projects, and it was like, man, this person did the same thing I did. They just did extra stuff, and they didn't get docked. Huh.
Yeah, teachers can play favorites pretty easily, and that, like, you know what? In regular grades, it's kind of messed up, but in road tests, it is outright inexcusable.
Yeah,
it should be illegal. Like,
that's another level where that's why I'm like, ooh. Then like they have to dress.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is going a few levels beyond. Just.
Oh, it was so creepy. It was so creepy. Also, I don't throw around those words like skanky and stuff loosely. It was literally the way that the girls described how they had
what
to
they
dress.
needed to do.
They're like, this is what we need to do to get like pass the test. And it's like, oh, gosh, it's just messed up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I mean, like a large portion of the girls in class were extremely creeped out by it, but there were just a few that were like, we can use this to our advantage. You know, I'm not great at driving, but I want my license, and I don't want to study, so I can pass by just wearing less clothes.
I'm pretty sure who my instructor was is not the same one you're talking about. I'm pretty positive.
Yeah, I think you would have known.
I think I would have known. It could be. Did this person also just be like a driving class?
Yes.
Okay. Because I did have a person for a class like that, but he wasn't my instructor.
Oh yeah.
Because the person who was my instructor did help class and stuff like that. So
I was able to actually get a different instructor for part of my, like, all the tests we did, all the training and stuff. I was able to get a different instructor, but I had him for the test and a few other driving sessions. So it was, yeah.
because if it's who I'm like could maybe be, I'm like not 100% surprised.
Yeah. I think you know who it was then.
Yeah, I don't remember what his name was, and if I did, I'm not going to say it, of course.
Yeah, I remember it. I'm not going to say it. Naturally.
Was it the same class where you would do the driving, like,
Simulator?
chairs? Yeah,
Yes.
simulator?
Yeah.
Yes. The simulator was so stupid.
Oh, they were so busted. Holy cow.
They were such garbage.
It's, I mean, like, I was saying, like, when I first heard about it, I'm like, oh, that's cool. They have, like, a simulator. You drive around. It'd be like a little video game. It's like, no, it's a recording. It's a VHS that they stick into the back of this thing. And then you just have to, like, telegraph your moves and hope that they line up with what the VHS is doing.
There's zero feedback if everything's going right. Who knows, something might not be quite aligned right and everything's going to be wrong from the start.
Yeah.
Good luck.
I mean,
Who knows how accurate this thing is anyway.
I came close to failing multiple of those tests because the steering wheel wasn't aligned or something. So like I was holding it straight up, but it turns out you needed a slight angle for it to be considered like going straight. But I'm like, this is so stupid.
I think some of the chairs were more busted than others too.
Yeah. If you got stuck with a worse one, you were screwed.
And I think I remember hearing like they were like hand-me-downs from like back in the 60s or 70s or something. Just they were way old. Maybe not that.
They were very old though.
Definitely past 90s.
This was in the era, you know, it's like most people had, like a lot of people had smartphones at this point.
Yeah.
Throughout the school. And you just were doing a VHS recording sim.
I was weird for not having a smartphone, so.
Yeah, same. Same. Having a little flip phone, people are like, what the heck? And I'm like, it's kind of nice because I don't have to worry about it breaking ever. It's solid as crap. Probably not the best phrase to use, but it's I guess it depends on your stool consistency.
I was gonna say it could be.
I apologize. I just.
Yeah. Yeah, again, I'm not too surprised. I'm just glad I think I was born against having him and that's why I saw after the alternative driving instructor
Yeah.
time, because I think there was, I don't know if I knew exactly anything, any hints about that. I just knew that was not a good idea because I have a vague recollection of knowing do not get that guy.
Yeah. It was crazy too. In my driving test, after passing this girl that did 3 failing things, he like I was extremely safe because I knew that I had to be, or else you just fail the test because you're a guy. So this is one of those weird, reverse sexism things. Pretty rare in the world of education, but I found one. Anyway, it was crazy because like he seemed irritated that I wasn't doing anything. Like I wasn't going over the speed limit. I was like going just under the speed limit, making sure I never ever went over. Like I was just, hovering right around it. And he was irritated by that. He's like, why are you just going the speed limit? I'm like, this is a driving test, isn't it? And then I pulled up to a yield sign and there were no cars coming, but I'm like, I'm gonna do almost a full stop just because, like, I could get failed for pulling through this. He could just be like, oh, you pulled through that intersection without slowing down or stopping, but then I stop at the yield sign and then I go, and he was like, why did you stop at the yield sign? I was like, well, this is a driving test, right? I'm like, what do you want me to do? I'm playing it safe. But I did get 100%, and I wonder if it was partially to make me not talk about the girl that he passed. But yeah, I definitely wasn't going to after that because, I mean, I don't know. It did feel a little bit like a bribe, even though I should have gotten 100% on the test. But he didn't give hundreds to guys, like, ever. So it was wild. On a lighter note, though, I had a professor in university who had that same philosophy where it was like, oh, there's no such thing as 100%. There's no such thing as perfect. I'm like, that's stupid. Because, I mean, it's our grading scale's whack as is. Like, just go roll with it, like, or to the point these days where C is quote unquote average, even though B is, and then you're still passing. And anyway, it's a mess. It's a huge mess. And she was like, oh, I don't believe it 100%. And then she, I would fight her on it because I was just like, that's a stupid mentality. Like I got a couple of my essays back, and they each were like, oh, fantastic work, great job, I didn't find anything wrong with your essay, 99. And I'm like, I would go up to her and be like, hey, so I got a 99, not 100, so where did I mess up? And she's like, oh, I just don't believe in such thing as 100%. I'm like, but that means that I screwed up somewhere. But you say, like, in the margins, you're saying that I did it perfectly, that you really like this section. And I'm like, but which part did you not like enough to give me 100? And she's like, oh, I liked all of it. I just don't believe in such thing as 100. I'm like, that's so stupid.
Yeah.
So I got a 99% in that class, though. I was a great student. I didn't have any reason to like fight her on. Well, I didn't have any great reason to fight her on the wanting 100 point. I just thought it was a really dumb mentality that she needed to get out of. So I would fight her on it every time.
I've had probably like 2 teachers that had a grading system that I really liked, where it was like they're a little stricter, but they gave you the chance to be like, okay, well, here's what you did wrong. Show me that you learned.
Yeah.
You did wrong. You basically can make it up.
Yeah, those are rare. Those are rare. But
Yeah, and it's like, whoa, you get the chance to learn.
it's kind of crazy. Yeah, our education system doesn't really promote that. Funnily enough. It's like, oh, you screwed up? Well, too bad you're never going to learn that thing that you messed up.
Yeah.
We're moving on.
Be demotivated and get further behind potentially.
Yeah, it's definitely not tailored to get anybody to learn anything. I feel like it got honestly worse at university for me. I mean, it depended on the professor.
Yeah,
But
I had great ones and I had ones that didn't give to F's as in the grade. Except they did.
they gave all Fs. It's like my Calc 2 teacher who was like, "Oh yeah, I'm grading on the bell curve, and then but it's back slanted." Like what? So like a D is the middle of the curve, and I'm like, "Oh no, I'm screwed." He was just like, I don't know. He was a really cynical person, I guess. I don't know. He was just like, screw all these guys getting ECAs or whatever, even though none of us were. We were all struggling as was. But then he was out here laying down the law. I was grateful that he graded on a curve though, because if he didn't, everybody would have failed. He's the one who like in the first exam, the average was 30. In the second, the average is like 31. And then in the final exam, it was 29. And I was like, yeah, dude, you're writing for the wrong people, or you're not writing for what you're teaching at all. Like, and he didn't teach very well to begin with, so everybody was studying on their own as was. But he would test on topics that were not even in, or like much higher level concepts than we'd discussed. He'd be like, oh yeah, sure, we've discussed Taylor series, but what about the Gerbenschmalz series? And we're like, we have no idea what the heck you're talking about. And he's like, you need to remember it and have it memorized. And this is like seconds before the test. We're like, wait, we didn't talk about this. You want to show it to us? Like, it's gonna be on the test, but the test is now. What are we supposed to do? It was wild. It was wild. I hated Calc 2 so much.
Man, so did you ever have classes where they're like, okay, here's like the study guide, like here's for the tests,
Yes, yeah.
and things were like actively not, like things that were part of the study guide were actually
Yes.
not on the test?
Yeah, I had teachers do that, and then their rationale afterwards was like, oh yeah, you're supposed to study everything. Why'd you think that the study guide would be all of what's on the test? And it's like, none of it was on the test. Why the heck
Yeah.
did you do this to me?
I found with some of those, I had a much better time when I'm like, okay, here's the things I don't study. Let me like look through the book and kind of go in between these topics.
Yeah, that's the most annoying thing is you kind of have to
I
feel out your
had a
professor in
much better-
advance.
Yeah.
Get a read
And
on
of
him.
course, I had the easy ones where it's like, oh, here's like the exact questions. Well, on the test.
Yes, there are those too. I only had one of those that was like outright like that. And it's kind of funny actually. I feel like it's the oldest professors are one way or the other. Like they as they get older, they default to one extreme or the other, where they're like, oh, I'm gonna just tell everybody what's on the test and it'll be fine, or I'm gonna screw them over by making them think that this is gonna be on the test when it's not. Oh man, I don't miss university. What a terrible time. Oh,
I still don't. I still want my $5 back from having to pay to redo a test because they gave me the wrong one. And
oh my gosh, dude.
Like, oh, so you have to
Testing
do
centers.
a paper.
Testing centers were introduced at our school while I was there, and they're like, oh, it's because this testing centers go so great. and it was your school. and I was like, I've heard that it's not going so great. I've heard so many mishaps, and then they had just as many issues at my school.
Oh, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, it happened a lot where the teachers, since it was new, the teachers would be like, oh yeah, you guys can take your calculator and you can take a sheet of paper with the notes on it and you can do all this stuff, and then you get to the test center and they're like, oh, you can't have anything. And we're like, but wait, my professor said this, and they're like, no, the professor didn't write it down on the forum, you know. And it's like, oh my gosh, here we go. And then you go into the test with no notes, no calculator. You're taking like differential equations test, and you're like, well, I'm screwed. I can't do any of this without a calculator. We're like, oh yeah, just like we were allowed to have a sheet with all our Laplace transforms, and they took it away in the testing center, and we go into the test and it's all like using combinations of Laplace transforms, and everybody nearly failed that test. It was so bad.
Yeah, but man.
Also, yeah, we only had one testing center, so sometimes the professors would be like, oh yeah, I scheduled it, and like it's available between this date and this date, and it turns out there are only enough slots for like half the class to take it. So you have to get in quick. And that just became the norm, where you're just like, I have to sign up so fast or else I might not get to take the test.
Man, I didn't know my school just had such their own unique special brand of
It's crap. A unique brand of terrible testing techniques. Yeah, whenever a teacher would say, oh, we're using the testing center, I was grateful that they only introduced it my junior year.
Yeah.
But yeah, if they'd introduced it my freshman year, and then I'd had to deal with that, like, professors being total noobs to the system for my entire education, that would have been very painful. It was already painful, it's just less so. I didn't have to deal with it as long. Mad respect to one professor, though. Oh, the Sid just said I preferred the testing center to the online proctored crap that they had during COVID. Yes, I also experienced that. I got the best of all worlds. Yeah, I hated that, where you install that like Chrome plugin, and then it would make you like pan the camera on your computer around your room. You had to have a camera, and my laptop did not have a camera, so I had to like borrow somebody's camera to take the test. It was awful.
I didn't have to experience that. I only had a few COVID era classes, and none of them had like that. So
That's good. COVID era was wild too. I was already super cynical about most of the professors I had, because I'd had them forever, and most of them just didn't care, and you just learn everything on your own anyway. But as we went into the COVID era, which was only my last semester. My last semester was the only one affected, thankfully. But all the professors switched to online courses per mandate, and it was tough. Some of the professors were like, okay, you still have homework essentially assigned every class period. You know, this is a 3-day-a-week class, and it is due before the next class. And then they'd forget to like upload the lecture that would go over what the assignment was going to be about.
yeah.
And then the instructions wouldn't be very good on the assignment itself. And then it was just terrible. It was so bad.
I mean, I had that with a few online classes pre-COVID era.
Yeah. Some of them just don't. Yeah, that's. I only had one fully online class, and it was some sort of like art general, like art appreciation bullcrap. Anyway, uh, I had it, and that was the one class that I had online, and I was like, okay, you know what? All my other classes, I've heard that they get insanely difficult towards like you know, just like 2 weeks in. So what I did is I just did the entire art appreciation crap course in the first 2 weeks of school, and it was really nice because then I didn't have to worry about it anymore. But also, why the heck are they making us take these stupid general courses that are meaningless?
It keeps you in their money system.
Yep.
Money
Oh
system.
yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it keeps you cranking out the money. I hate generals, man.
They are overpriced textbooks.
Yeah, every time. And I bought like the first 3 in my first semester, and then the next semester I was like, yeah, that comeback was insane. We we dragged it out of the clutches defeat. Oh man. You guys want to switch to salmon run on that win?
Yeah, let's. I think.
I say we jump over there for a round or 2. You were chilling in their base to throw the last football. Nice.
Yeah, I saw that. That was pretty sweet.
Yeah, that worked out really well. Okay, yeah, let's head over there. Let's head over to Grisco. Great win. Yeah, general courses. So stupid.
Yeah.
Pay us more money, buy our stupidly expensive textbooks. Like I said, I stopped getting the textbooks after the first 3 that I bought because we didn't even use them that much. And then I allegedly pirated the rest if I needed them.
And I regret not doing that.
Did you buy all your textbooks? Oh no, Jacob. That's so much money.
It was. But I usually got them from like used ones.
Yeah, that is the way to do it.
So
The room is open.
sometimes literally missing pages.
Yes, that I had that happen with one of my textbooks because I wasn't able to find it in any alleged online locations that may or may not have been free and or illegal, but you know, allegedly. And I ended up getting a used textbook, and it did have some missing pages. Luckily, they weren't the problem pages that we had to do all of our homework off of.
Yeah, I had a few classes where they literally used it once because that was a mandate. That, according to like 2 different teachers I had, they're like, hey, they make us use the textbooks at least once so they can justify you getting them.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it was like, here's a page here, do an essay on it, or do just one thing, and let's never use the textbook again.
Oh, Sleepy, I never said I did it. Hey, the room's open, Jacob, if you're ready.
I just said I wished I did it. I didn't actually.
Yeah, Jacob wished he did it, and I allegedly did it. But I may or may not have done it. Allegedly. I think I'm free of any legal replication, like repercussions, replications. Replicant.
I think going back to high school, one of the most nonsense things is when they were like, "Oh, we're going paperless. It's a green initiative." And what they meant by that was, instead of printing out the worksheets, they made you print off your own worksheet.
Yep, I remember we had very similar thing. We were in high school at the same time, so I was around for that phase. We're like, oh, nice.
Things didn't go all digital until a little bit. There was transitions in college. Stuff started going digital
Yeah.
for the most part, except for some weird classes that lag behind, like the archaeology one. It's still all paper for some reason.
Wait, which class?
I had like archaeology, or it was like archaeology language or something.
Oh, dude, that's so appropriate though.
Yeah, but they were still like
Gotta stay archaic.
and stuff. There was no computers.
Yeah. Yeah, the transition was a bit rough. I don't even know if they've fully done it to this day, but I assume they have to, since like almost everything went online for high schools for a long time.
Man, we're being so green by just moving the cost over to you.
Yeah, so nice of them.
And what we mean by green is we're saving more green for us.
Our green initiative.
And saying green initiative sounds good on paper.
It does.
We're saving a lot of. But not as a whole, because you're the one that's printed it off. Because we're not really saving trees, we're just saving
money. That said, our public education system is clearly like severely underfunded, so it makes some sense that they did that whole thing.
It's really just the spin that offends me.
Yeah, the spin is the most annoying part for sure. But
Like, I know you're trying to make us stupid.
yeah, it has a similar vibe to people being like, oh yeah, electric cars are always better for the environment. But then I'm like, you have a battery that is really hard to dispose of and is not good for the environment when it's done for. And on top of that, we're not even using any green energy to begin with, so all of your energy that you're pumping into your car is coming from a coal plant anyway. So it's not exactly like, it's not ideal yet. It does make people feel better for sure. It just moves the pollution to a different area over the coal plant.
Like when there was like a whole, I can't remember if there was like a mandate or something, it was somewhere in California where they had like washable bags.
Oh, like grocery?
Yeah, grocery bags.
Yeah.
Grocery bags, and apparently that was like way more wasteful.
They ended up having these grocery bags just laying
They
all
had
over the
to
place.
wash them.
Yeah, also
Well, no,
using
they
a
had to
ton of
wash
water.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Way more wasteful, but it made people feel better. I think it got reversed.
It's probably good. See, I use reusable grocery bags, but sure as heck don't wash them. So I'm just, I'm not gross. I'm just I'm environmentally conscious.
Yeah, like there's reusable, but this was like basically tote bags.
Oh. It's like next level needing to clean.
It was something like that.
Yeah.
And it got reversed. Then there's the straw thing, because it's based on some kid's report. It wasn't really based on any science. And so they started replacing all the straws with paper straws with plastic.
Oh yeah. Me and my bros hate paper straws. I'm just kidding. It is really funny that was based off a kid's report.
Yeah. See, again, it's like, yeah, it's not really about what is actually effective. About what,
Dude, what feels nice is what goes environmentally, Just like the disturbing facts I've found out about most recycling companies who like pick up recycling off curbs. Turns out they don't. They literally burn a lot of it because it's not sorted correctly, and so they'll just burn a ton of the trash, a ton of the recycling as if it's trash. So it doesn't even matter. Like, yeah. I don't know.
That's just lovely.
At least it makes you feel good.
Humanity.
Oh, the humanity. Oh, I'm all for getting away from disposable plastics. Yes, absolutely. So that's we definitely need to get rid of disposable plastics, which is why I'm like paper straws feels good, feels right. It's just hilarious that the basing for it was not spot on. And also, I don't know, it's you need far spread adoption for it to have a like good enough effect, and unfortunately just adoption rates are so low for kids and environmentally friendly things.
Yeah. I think the thing with the straw is that like the report claimed that it contributes this much pollution, and it really like the straws themselves is like the most minuscule contributor to pollution.
Yeah, but hey, fixing it, I mean, it fixes a minuscule variable, you know. At least it's something, and it makes us feel good because they're, you know, turtles sometimes die from straws. They also die from a lot of other stuff, but sometimes that straw be in there though, and we can save that one turtle. They'll probably just choke on the paper straw, sadly, but you know, it was worth a shot.
No, I was sad about thinking of the turtle choking out the paper straw.
Yeah. Okay.
I like turtles.
I like turtles. Turtle lives do matter. Thank you, Sleepy. Somebody had to say it. Everybody's been out here too scared to say it. Okay, the room is back open. It would be cool if I could send you guys the invitation. You could just like click in the right stick or something and just accept it and jump in the room. But that would be too convenient.
They already made it a little more convenient, and you know that's like already, oof, a lot for Nintendo. They're kind of you know, hit their quota.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Sleepy. That's too bad that your pet turtle died.
Oh.
I like turtles too. Turtles are cute. Poor turtles. The room is back open, Jacob. I'm glad we have Jam and Sam and Junction though.
Is.
You know.
Yeah. Interesting.
What?
I'll be there.
You'll consider joining?
Yeah. I'm in a match.
Jacob! How? How? Wait, where?
I thought I joined back, but I might have just been muscle memorying myself back in.
Okay, Sleepy and our Sleepy backed out. Sleepy and I are playing around. We got this, Sleepy. We're gonna own this round, and Jacob's gonna lose hits, and he's gonna feel silly for backing out.
I was thinking about turtles, okay?
I understand it's hard to navigate menus when you're thinking about turtles.
I remember one time I was at the duck park, and this family went over and they found a turtle, and they picked it up, you know, by my college actually.
Oh yeah.
And like I can't remember if it was a dad or the kid picked it up so many years ago, and the turtle just peed all over them. They just ran away.
Serves them right. Don't be picking up the turtles. Leave the turtles alone.
Yeah.
Don't be burgling turds. become turtle rich
I like-
by your own merits, you know?
I love the giant tortoises, but they have it like blues and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Super old ones.
But yeah, widespread adoption for environmentally friendly things is tough. It's tough.
Yeah.
Around here, like, almost everybody has a recycling bin, which is cool, assuming it gets recycled. Which may not be the case.
Wiped out.
Oh, you got wiped out?
Yeah.
Told you you're gonna regret it.
I regret it. 3 of us got hit by a... what are they called? The ones that blow up the little balloons.
Oh, the steelheads.
Steelhead, yeah.
Dang.
It's all got hot.
Brutal.
Again.
Again. How dare you even joke about it?
I go to the shop.
Deja vu, we've had this exact wave before.
Oh, there's another, like, kind of facepalm incident. Like, Green Efforts, who was some mission by, I think it was at Disney World, where they put up all these filled with solar panels, but in order to do so, they, like, had a bunch of deforestation, like redwoods and stuff. Like, yeah,
Of course.
all these trees to save the trees. There's a lot of that.
Understandably.
It was a very Disney move, though.
Disney, the most. I don't cuss. The most backwards place on earth. Oh no, Jacob lost. He got wrecked. Sid just asked if you were winning.
No.
In sort of a "Are you winning, son?" motif, but unfortunately,
I
was
paid
not.
for my transgression.
He committed the original sin that he's been committing for a long time, on and off.
It's been a while.
It has been. You've done remarkably well for a long time. I'm just hoping that you haven't relapsed. That this is just a one-off, you know? One of those only one situations.
Oh no, I can't eat my fish.
Oh man, I've been watching some people play through Final Fantasy 16.
Oh yeah.
Northern Lion specifically, if you've heard of the man.
I haven't.
Yeah, he's a 30-something streamer. He's pretty funny. But yeah, as he's playing through it, I'm getting an itch for a game with like really good combat systems, because dang, like it seems like they did a little Youngkin twist on the Devil May Cry fighting system, and it looks fun.
Well, you just mashed A bunch.
Oh yes, Charlie was pretty pissed about that.
Yeah. Games are not accessible enough.
Oh crap. Oh good. Whew. Easy peasy. No king salmon though, at least. That would have been kind of messed up if we
I didn't even consider that could happen. Like,
100 eggs, dang.
in a line of game journalists just failed. There's an old one, or just kind of a funny moment that I found a lot of old videos on, or just kind of memes that I found pretty humorous. It was just a GameSpot video on New Super Mario Brothers Wii of a guy just going, "New Super Mario Brothers Wii is tough, old school tough." Just,
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, man. That's just,
That's hilarious.
yeah.
Okay, the room's back open, Jacob. Old school stuff.
Oh.
I love it. Sid just said, oddly, the only thing I've heard about the game is from my dad, who heard it was not turn-based in the news. Yeah, he's not wrong. It's not turn-based. That is funny that the news is lacking in anything to talk about, to the point where they're like, "Oh, check this out, Final Fantasy, not turn-based," and they're like, let me explain what turn-based means to the audience." It feels like just the opposite demographic to be talking to. They're like, "Oh, we're trying to look for like a positive news piece to inject in the middle of all our like downer crap," and and they're like, "Well, this is the only good thing we could find. Final Fantasy is no longer turn-based, thank goodness." It was NPR. Oh, yes. NPR is, they're getting kind of sick with it out there if they're talking about video games now. Yeah, they're hip with it. You gotta keep the kids coming back to the AM radio.
The hacker known as Ford.
Okay, this round's we're cooking.
Will they continue to let us?
Excellent question. We're cooking up with their salmon down. I don't know what I was. Why did my brain's gears grind for like a full 10 seconds thinking of that phrase? What is wrong with me? Speaking of being hip with the youth, let us cook. Kind of an old meme now, to be frank. I think people do still unironically use the phrase.
Yeah.
There's a lot of ironic usage out there at this point. Oh. Oh no.
I'm still just surprised that Among Us has just carried on.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's a more enduring meme than I ever expected. I think that anyone ever expected. It was like, oh, here's a flash in the pan gaming sensation, and then all of a sudden memes started popping up, and it was like so many that you're like, oh, the half-life of memes is gonna kick in and kill this thing off real quick. But no. Somehow it's one of those long burning ones. It burned twice as bright and burned twice as long somehow. Defied the odds. Shoot. Get me out of here. Man, the low ground is so hard on this map. Like it's really easy to get yourself lost at the in the bottom section.
Surrounded.
Yeah, you feel like you need to push out because it's a really long ramp. Takes them a while to get up there, then all of a sudden you're surrounded. You get eviscerated so fast. Come this way, Maz. Come this way.
Oh, he's after me.
Oh. I think he's coming. There he is. The double bomb.
Oh.
Uh-oh. No! There we go. Getting rid of that slam and let I think frees up this side a bit. Oh.
Sure are coming.
No. I got yeeted. And yes, I said eat it, not yeeted. Very, very different things. I would never use such a word. 3, 2, 1. No! No!
I just couldn't get there.
The eggs
I
are
could've
so
done it. I
close.
could've just gone for this Delio. I could have done it.
I think I had an egg in hand. I pressed A next to the basket before it closed. You need to like tack on an extra second there. I've lost so many times in the last second. Just give us a touch more time.
Just couldn't quite sink it.
Yeah, just have the basket stay open for like a split second after 0.
Maybe if you're like close, it gives you like a little.
Oh, Sleepy said, so did I. Yeah, we were all very close with eggs. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. We almost had it. It does if you throw it at the last second. Oh, okay. I guess I just didn't throw it in time. I feel like it closes up just so fast, so instantaneously. Whoops. Did my country proud by getting rid of that fly fish. What is this? It's getting too hot up in here. It's wave 1. Chill out.
Yeah, it is.
It's getting a little
Right now.
crowded up top. Okay. Whew.
Thank goodness for specials.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna regret.
I wasted mine. I got killed before it activated fully.
That's the worst feeling,
Yeah.
especially when it's like a yaw bomb. What
Oh,
type
yeah.
of gear?
It was a shark.
At least it was one that was not great.
Yeah, it's not the best special for this mode. So I don't feel too bad about losing it. There we go. I actually haven't gotten the Hydra Splatling much. I got it once, but I feel like I should have had it more at this point. I don't mind not having it. I think most people do better with it than I do, but it's just a little surprising. Speaking of which, this is a really good set.
It is. No chargers.
Yeah, that's a win. That's a win in my book. Excellent.
Crashing you out. Yes, okay. This will work.
Oh, okay. I didn't even realize what round it was. Took me a second. Forgot to look up. I was looking at everybody to make sure they didn't have glowflies on them or lasers pointing at them.
I had a informant.
Wait, what?
I had an informant. Got the UFO. Whistleblower day.
Oh, you have one of those, I guess. It's news to me. Shoot. No, get out of the way. I need to kill the... No! Rolling into the soup. Who let the salmonids cook? All this soup. Nice. A last second smart shark. Polishing off.
No box.
That's messed up. Okay, let's get one more in, and hopefully we'll get the boss. I feel like all our meters should be fairly high at this point.
I blame CG. I wonder what the chances are.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, good job, Sleepy. 35. Yes, finally back to executive VP.
Nice.
How close are you? Are you almost there? Or are you already in it?
Oh, I think.
Oh, okay. I was just lagging
My
behind.
meter's almost full.
Yeah, it's just got the hair left. Thank you, Sleepy. I, for some reason, was floating in professional +3 for a very long time. Octobrush, Octobrush. Almost killed myself by accident. Oh, Goldie time, huh? Definitely not that one. Yes! Excellent work.
High tide to you.
Oh. The kills keep coming and they don't stop coming.
You know, I was ironically obsessed with that song as a child.
Really?
Yeah.
That's news to me. I'm simultaneously shocked and unsurprised that you never told me.
Like, as someone who listened to very, very, very little popular music, that was one when it came out. I was constantly listening. And maybe the only song when it came out I was obsessed with,
That's funny.
and I turned out just fine.
You're one of those Smash Mouth kids, huh? I mean, everybody does. Everybody pokes fun at it, but for it to get that popular, it has to have, something. That tune gets stuck in your head. It is a banger. Certified. Oh no! That was weird. That shouldn't be a thing. The fly fish rocked when the one half exploded and it knocked the bomb that I put in the other basket out.
Have the bomba.
Finally have the splatling. So I can support. I'll try to stay out of the mix. Just gotta remember not to get into the mosh pit.
You get the piranha pit. Free real estate.
And I kind of missed that map.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It was very unique. And that free real estate.
Didn't add much, yet it added everything.
Yep. Nice. Excellent Booyah Bomb usage. I use the word excellent too often, I'm realizing. Because every time I say it, I feel like I say excellent, and then I'm like, oh, stupid pun. Is that your Eggman impression?
Nah, so I'm trying to do Wario, but it wasn't somehow.
Oh.
Egg salad.
Ah, yes. I misheard you. I didn't hear the egg salad.
Okay. I was just randomly going out egg salad.
Sid said, I love all these creature designs. They're all so silly. Yeah, I like the salmonid designs a lot too. They're great.
Inside the griller, that was pretty messed up.
Oh yeah, that's just disturbing. It's, you know, it's a mix. It's a mix of hilarious and disturbing.
Ouroboros, though.
Yes, that's just disturbing. It's
I feel like grillers on this map. Pretty nasty.
yeah. I think we had them on day 1 of this map. We had one around with grillers. At least one, I think. And yes. Yes, it was. Oh. Tried to use my killer whale special. Shoot. Out of ink. No. So close. So close.
A missile, or yeah, my rocket.
Yeah, it's getting pretty late. Also, we definitely need to let Sleepy go to bed because Sleepy's in a much more awkward time zone. 47. What the?
Wow.
Sleepy's on the good stuff. Your mom isn't back yet. Oh, we could run back one more. I really want to get the boss salmonid.
Let's go for it then.
Okay. Yeah, let's roll one more. Win or lose, or boss salmonid or no. But we got full meter now, so.
We'll see.
Surely we get it.
Stitch still with her. Yeah.
Low tide. Come this way, Maz. Come this way.
Oh.
Oh no, sorry. Just let him right to you.
I was looking out.
Ooh. Yeah, Endor's been pretty good so far. I'm jumping around topics-wise, but it actually seems to have like some solid writing, and the nice thing is it's not related to anything else in the Star Wars universe. It makes the Star Wars universe feel like it actually has some scale, unlike every Star Wars movie. Where the same 3 people are the main characters in every freaking story. And will continue to be. Remember when I was a kid, I was like, man, Luke Skywalker's cool. And then the prequels came out, I was like, you know, more Skywalker stuff is fine, I guess. And then the more I've heard the Skywalker name, the more I'm just like, I hate this. Please, just make something that doesn't have anything to do with, yeah, just, like I said, makes the universe feel incredibly small. Wow, 40. Okay. I did not contribute much to that. Oh, okay, they're starting over on that side this time. Dang missiles. There you go, Sleepy. Sorry I passed you. I saw some eggs that were about to get lifted. Abducted. Thank you, Sleepy. Four, three, two, one. No! I had an egg. I had an egg and I was throwing it and it just didn't come out in time.
Our teammate had plenty of time to get an egg.
Aw.
They decided to throw one up. At the end, they could have.
Dang it. Oh gosh, dang it. Wait. That was a round 1 loss or round 2 loss?
That was round 2.
One more. one last time. This time your egg throw was a little short. Oh man, that didn't quite make it to the basket. Let's just say. Okay, this is it. This is really the last one. No cap on a stack. I hated what I just said. Back to the Octobrush. This is redemption time for me. High tide, please be a special round. Specifically motherships or nope. Or mudkips. What are they actually called?
Oh, what are they called?
Mud.
Lingers.
Metal buds.
I feel like I would have known, but Mudkip rewrote my brain.
Mudkip does that to people. I apologize. Mudkip is a sleeper cell word. It just rewrites your memories. Oh, yeah, I shouldn't be using slang. I feel terrible using. Perfect. 42. The answer to everything? Is that how that goes?
To life, the universe, and everything.
Yes.
Give me, give me.
I saw a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy once.
Decent movie. The book is better.
Have you read the book?
I have read the book.
Oh. Nice. I should have read the book.
Probably makes me sound more well-read than I actually am.
I mean, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy is no like classical reading.
No.
So
But I read like crazy, like late elementary to basically high school.
Hey, same. I slaughtered books. I read so many, but Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy was not one of them. I did read the entirety of the unabridged Count of Monte Cristo in 6th grade. I think I was probably too young for that. It was pretty dark, but dang, it was good. That's easily my favorite classical book that gets forced down kids' throats at school. It's a banger. Certified hood classic, as they say. But yeah, like my favorite.
Sound too.
Wait, what?
I wanted this so much.
I think I stand by that. My favorite book was the complete Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, which is a little bit of a cop-out because it's every single Sherlock Holmes book combined into one. But dang, I loved it. It was so good. But you know what book series is underrated? The Warriors books.
Don't dare.
Why, Jacob? What's wrong?
I never read them. I just do like the covers.
Oh, the covers were stupid.
The cringy book I actually read that I didn't like, but I kept on reading anyway. It's the one with the weird clay dragon figures that they life in the apartment building.
Oh my gosh, you just like, you awoken to a buried memory. That was awful.
And as a kid, I'm like, these aren't very good. But I read like all of them.
Yeah, I prided myself in not quitting any books. That was like a thing that I was like, oh, that's cool that I don't quit books. Because everybody else does. Oh, no. No. No.
Couldn't get them.
Dang it. Well, it looks like we'll have to stop there. It's bedtime. Yeah, that was a huge pain.
First, I have to look up book with clay dragon figures. I think I still have one or two.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, yeah,
I'm not into Classic Books Fair or whatever.
of course. I don't know how you find new books these days to read.
The Clay Dragon Chronicles. The Last Dragon Chronicles. The Fire Within, Ice Fire, Firestar, Dark Fire. Just because the covers were cool.
Oh, dude.
And Oregon was popular.
Yeah.
That's why I read them. I think I read the first 3 and didn't read the last 2. Because Darkfire and the Fire Eternal, I definitely read.
I read those. I read this all. The whole series. In retrospect, it wasn't great. At the time, I was just like, oh, it's something to read. Oh, I saw your sum with an asterisk, Sleepy. And Sleepy said, all right, those were so good rounds. And then said sum with an asterisk replacing the so. But when I read it, I was like, the sum with an asterisk was saying like, yeah, some good rounds with an asterisk. It was actually mostly bad rounds. One of these days. Yeah, exactly. Y'all do the reading actual books. Meanwhile, I'm over here reading comics. Sleepy, we just had a phase where we where we read books, but now we just read One Piece. Yeah, which is essentially a comic. So there you go. We are not by any means better than you. I don't know though. I may be better than you because I read like all the Redwall books. And there are a ton of those. That takes some dedication. By the way, Jacob, I think that the Warriors books are much better than the Dragon books.
They probably are better. They just take me off more from the covers. See the Dragon ones have better covers, and really.
That's what gets people to read them a lot of the time. I mean,
the Warriors books kept me from not reading them. I could have very well just liked them. The covers just kind of tick me off.
See, the funny thing is, like, I've never been a big Cat fan, and the Warriors didn't change my mind. It was literally just like a semi-interesting, like almost tribal-esque story. It's kind of fun plot twists and stuff, and decent character writing. And if you'd stuck it on humans, I may have liked it more. But it was just cats. Ooh, Gullible Apprentice. That's a pretty good title. Spring Love and Scientist. Third Eye Opened. All around her. I like the Third Eye Opened title. That's a pretty good one. Oh, there's a white locker available. Heck yeah. I don't have that yet.
Did you ever read the Charlie Bone books?
Wait, the what? The Charlie Bone?
Yeah. Did you ever read those?
It sounds very familiar.
Bunch of British children who had kind of psychic powers. Kind of Harry Potter-y, but...
Honestly, what is the other series I'm thinking of? I feel like there are two other series I read that had that same exact premise.
They were pretty decent, though.
Oh, it was like Maximum Ride or something. Did you ever read the Maximum Ride books?
No,
It was kind of vibe like that. Did you read Pendragon? Is that one you read?
I love the Pendragon.
I liked him a lot. I don't know how much it holds up, to be honest, because
I'm afraid.
Yeah, I'm afraid to go back and read them. You should get a degree for that. A degree for reading all of the Redwall books. I agree. Redwall. I was gonna say analyst, but more like a historian. You know, I do deserve a degree for that. Agree. Yeah, I liked Pendragon a lot, and I hope it was good. I don't even dare look up reviews because like part of me wants to know if it was actually good or if I was just like, oh dang, I was just a dumb kid. But
it was really good for the age.
Yeah, it was great. It was great for the age and time. Sid just said I was into the 11 Thumps books as a kid. Yeah.
Oh.
I read Yeah, that takes me back too.
I don't even remember what it's about. I know I read one.
I think I read most of them. I don't even remember what it was about. Sleepy's
I had like a video book.
Sleepy's mom just got home. Well, you can finally go to bed, Sleepy. You're free. You're free.
I haven't thought of that in so long.
11
I don't even
thumbs.
remember what's about. I just
Shoot.
know it's awakening something.
Yeah, do you
I don't
have
know what it's about?
a synopsis, a brief synopsis said? Because it is just in the back. Evil Toothpick, yes! I thought it was the same one.
Oh, this is awakening.
The Evil Toothpick. That was like possessed by a demon or something. From the first book. Like the villain gets defeated or something and then it ends up in a toothpick or whatever. It was a wild series of books, but dang. It was good.
Oh yeah, I remember the cover. Weird, moist kid with a weird little gremlin on him.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh dude. There were two main girls, a boy and a girl, I think. Yeah, that, it's a pretty safe guess for most like young adult / like early teen books.
See, that sounds like an AI prompt. Moist kid with a weird gremlin on him.
I just type that in to Dolly and it just spits out the cover of the 11th Thumbs book.
And the gateway to Foo.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Classic combo. Yeah, nobody forgets the moist kid with the imp. The weird imp.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna look for see if there's like a YouTube channel that just goes through some of these old books around that time.
Yeah,
Be like what weird.
Let me know if you find if you find somebody that does good synopses, and I'll definitely go back because I just have so few memories of most of these book series, including that dragon one, which I don't really want to remember. I think I'm good.
Yeah, I've watched like a quick comedy thing on those books, but a long analysis, I think that would even be bad.
Yeah.
You gotta pay his rent. But these old clay dragons, are they gonna do something cool?
Nope.
Probably. ... No, not really. I mean, maybe they burned something when he wasn't looking. Kind of like Toy Story, but lame.
Yeah. Okay, Sleepy. Have a good night. See you later. Oh man, dude, it takes me back so far. You own books. Wait, you own books 5 and 6 of 11 Thumbs? Wait, that's 5 and 6? Wait, I thought the Evil Tooth book on the cover of the book was like book 2. There are that many books? 4 and 5. I mean, that makes it slightly better, but still. Wow, we really dug up some crazy memories. Well, I'll have to come back to this another stream.
Yeah, I feel like this is just a gold mine of weird.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, but it's late, and yeah.
It's bedtime. Yeah, this is where we'll wrap up. This is where we'll wrap up stream. Have a good night, you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you another stream. See ya.